there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ellison, and the time has finally come to plunge the world into darkness here in Dark Souls.
Why, you monster! The fair lady! What have you done? What have you done?
Now that the end of the game is in sight, we can quite literally go scorched earth on many of these characters that would be pretty terrible to kill prematurely, but because we'll never be coming back here again, we might as well just go and, take their loot. And unfortunately, her little servant Igni here is a little upset at the fact that he is no longer employed and he can't leech off the teat of big government. So let's go and put him out of his misery. And of course, all of his little baby worm things that come splooging out of him. Because if you defeat the Daughter of Chaos, the Fair Maiden, whatever you want to call her, she will drop a Firekeeper soul, but at the cost of being able to use this bonfire. For the rest of your current playthrough, you will not be able to use this, but you can still warp to it. So it's one of those things that kind of makes sense, but you still want to be careful. And he also drops Egg Vermifuge, 2 of them. That's a little unusual, but I suppose I will take it. Today, before finishing the game, I do think there is some unfinished business around the world that we should attend to, some outstanding chores that ought to be finished, and one of them does involve a quick little detour through the demon ruins with our orange charred ring. We never ended up coming back here, and for good reason. I'm sure plenty of you do not enjoy this area, but there's one semi-important item for us to grab here, and strangely enough, embers do not carry over into New Game Plus, and neither do certain rings like this one, the orange charred ring. So you can't just cheese through a lot of the areas. The same thing with the Artorias ring that lets you, traverse the abyss. Which, speaking of, last time on the game, we finished the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. We took on Father of the Year, Mr. Manus, and also his pet lackey, Calamite. And with a little bit of help from our friends and YouTube and Wikipedia, we were able to also lop off its tail and get ourselves a pretty sweet weapon. But I don't plan on using that. I plan on using my bone shield. Look at this. It's not nearly as cool as when the skeletons use it and you can't like cartwheel around with it, but it does look kind of funny. So it looks like our friends, the minor demons of the Taurus capacity, are over here. And I do wonder, we have Guff's great bow here. I wonder how much damage this will do. So if we go and swap on over to this, I love how we just lodge it into the floor. Oh my god, the stagger is insane. Ugh, look at that. I actually don't even want to like waste too much of that ammo. We'll just like kite them over little by little and see if we can't just like, there we go. Get some easy damage on there. Oh boy. So it looks like they don't respawn back because I feel like there were 6 here last time and we took out at least one of them. Well, this guy decided to come on over of his own free will. He's got the sweep. He's got the moves. He too attended the most prestigious, into the drink, the very spicy orange juice. Yeah, he also went to janitor school. Good for him. This guy's like, no, we were roommates. And they were roommates. So this is fun. I think their feet might not be affected by the fire. Oh, look at that. Doing some damage with my helmet. That's great. These guys are just kind of embarrassing at this point, and I will concede, I am slightly over-leveled, but hear me out. I've been playing this game on and off for like the past month, and just like putting stuff into weapons and specializing in my abilities rather than throwing everything into stamina and health and stuff. This is normally how I play, is like with the glass cannon moveset to rule them all. Dude almost just wristed me off the edge here, which there's nothing over there, but we have some pretty low resolution textures around there. Here, we'll do one more, just for good measure. Oh my god, right between the eyebrows. Oh, here we go, here we go. Look at that. Thank you. Now, where was I? You guys aren't going to drop anything, because I could not be that lucky. but apparently they won't respawn, and the Capra demons over there will. So if you want, you could try to get this, but you have a deceptively slippery hill here. Like, you will fall off this more often than not, and you take so much damage without the damn ring. So it's not even worth it to try and put all of your fire resistant outfits and stuff on, even with Flash Sweat, which is a pyromancy that helps reduce damage against, you know, fire damage. It will do nothing for you, especially in Dark Souls 2, where they don't explain to you that you have to be literally doused in water for Flash Sweat to work. And I was always wondering, why does this keep happening to me? Why am I taking the same damage? Hello? Are you? Alright, I guess he's doing a little dance. Plenty of people have tried to grab this without the orange charred ring, and I would not recommend it, because anytime you try to pick up an item that is in the middle of the sweet, spicy orange juice, you just will die, because you take a second to go through the dialogue here. But we have the Chaos Flame Ember, which means one thing and one thing only. It's time to pay our dear friend Vamos a visit one last time and see what he can do with this thing. Luckily for us, I did place a lovely warp point right there, and we can go and chat it up with him. How's it going, friend?
Why, is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Oh, I guess we never gave him this one, but sure, why not?
Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
Wow, that was a very impressive cackle, if I do say so myself. So now he can raise our weapons to +10 fire, and I guess if that's something that you want to do, then so be it. Or maybe it's +15, right?
Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around here without a good reason.
Well, just wait till you feast your eye holes on this one.
Why, that's an ember unlike any that I have seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me. Old Ramos would never let you down. No, not ever.
Well, seeing as how it's fresh off the spicy orange juice.
Yes, splendid. Splendid indeed. My, oh my, you precious little thing.
That is very impressive, but now he can ascend our weapons to chaos frequencies unseen by any before us, and I'm not going to worry too much about showing those, but you do need to, or no wait, it's not chaos, it's the other one. God, I always forget, it's the occult weaponry, and we already found an occult club, but it's just, it doesn't scale well, and there's really nothing that it's useful against, so I just never explored that pathing whatsoever. But there is, of course, an achievement tied to leveling it up all the way, and there's one that you can find, I believe, in Anor Londo near Havel's stuff, so that's good, I suppose. Is there anything else we might need from you, sir? Because I'm kind of beginning to think that you might have outlived your usefulness, I fear.
I've told you I have nothing to discuss. If I have anything to offer, it's my smithing and nothing more. Speaking honestly, I must say that I'm at my very limit. There's no more work to be done. Unless I have the flame of that legendary witch. But that will require a visit to Lost Izalith. Impossible.
Well, considering we already heard this spiel before, I'm disappointed, and dare I say, I think it's time for you to go to retirement, old man.
What was that about? Don't be coming around here without a good reason.
I am so sorry, but because we are never going to find him ever again...
Trying to cause trouble, are you? Curses!
We can put him out of his eternal misery and take his hammer, as well as his royal helm. So you know what, let's do some quick inventory management. I'm gonna go and get rid of that, and let's go and put this on. One thing that this game does pretty well is that it guilts you into killing people that you really shouldn't. starting with the blacksmiths. If at any point you've, done harm to any of them, their services will obviously never be of use to you ever again. But interestingly enough, this has a lot of durability to it, and it's partially made of gold. The helm is believed to belong to an ancient royal line, but only Vamos would know for sure, and he shall never speak again. So we'll go and wear that in his honor, and we can also take a look at his hammer, which I should have leveled up to +10, so that when I go through on New Game Plus with Smos, I can upgrade this accordingly. Can be used as a strike weapon, but better left in the hands of its talented owner. Yeah, I am so sorry, but God, it looks so cool. By the power of Grayskull. Oh my goodness. And sadly, Vamos will speak no more. So with that having been said and done, let's get out of here, and we are going to make our way clear on down to the Darkmoon Tomb, which would make sense because the catacombs is where we found the Dark Seance Ring, which is necessary to access this specific covenant, among one of the last ones we'll have discovered on this playthrough. So I'm gonna go and throw it on because I thought ahead for once. Oh, I was like, I hope I'm not getting invaded now that I'm sinning my way through all of this. And we can approach the fog gate, but whatever you do, do not enter. Not yet, at least.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
Ah, Gwyndolin, a very interesting character considering we also have Gwyn and Guinevere, and now Gwyndolin, who technically, apparently, was a boy raised as a girl, which is kind of interesting because I think some of the text is supposed to sort of imply that they're like a trans character, which I think is very cool, but like it's not in the spotlight of this character. And seeing as how this game came out in 2011, right? I mean, I feel like that's pretty progressive to have a character like that, but we'll do as they say.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Oh, absolutely. And all apologies to the Stone Dragon and everyone else in that covenant. We have officially become a member of the Dark Moon Blade.
Very well. Now thou art a blade of the Dark Moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the Dark Sun.
By the power of the Dark Sun. Similarly to all of the other covenants, by offering souvenirs of reprisals, you can power up one of the miracles, but it is a very specific sort of requirement in order to really make the most of it, because you need to be a part of this covenant and you need to have the specific ring equipped so that you can even use the miracle. And we don't even have it yet. You need at least 10 to get it. But again, in intervals of 30 and 80, you will be able to power it up and make it real stupid. So once again, we have obtained the Dark Moon Blade miracle, as well as the talisman, which is kind of cool. Thank you. And that is all. So one thing I want to do before entering the fog gate, if you do, you'll immediately initiate a boss battle, probably one of the easiest of the game, but can still absolutely mess you up. We can wear the Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring, which kind of acts similarly to the Cat Covenant Ring, where we can be summoned if somebody happened to do something pretty terrible in this world, and we'll be able to do so as a spirit of vengeance at long last. So I'm gonna give this maybe 5 or 10 minutes because I'm very curious to see if we can make it work, and I'll see you then. All right, well, Somewhat unsurprisingly, we didn't have any takers, so I went ahead and re-outfitted myself with some lovely stamina recovery equipment, and we are going to step through that fog gate. Personally, I just find that invading other worlds is a little boring, and it's fun like maybe the first 2 or 3 times, but I don't know. I just feel like unless you're in the arena, people just really don't appreciate it. So without further ado, let's step through the white light and make one Gwendoline very angry.
What foolishness! Why would a blade of the dark moon trespasseth upon the great lord's tomb? Mark the words of mine self, Gwendoline. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Dark Sun Gwendoline is kind of a joke. Even though we have what seemingly appears to be an endless hallway, we only have 3 moves to look out for, and what we're looking for are the arrows. Those are the easiest, in my opinion, to guard against, but he does have 2 magic moves, one of which can go through these pillars that you can use as cover. This is the one that can, but the small homing ones you can usually avoid. But this one, this is where you can really make your lovely little progress up to him and then get in as many shots as you can because he melts. Look at that. Oh my god. One-handed Murakumo does that. So this is why you just kind of want to have some stamina recovery items to your name. But just like, oh my god, he's being so kind. Thank you. Oh, and this one's kind of scary because they can still kind of go through certain other parts. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
That kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and throw on our covetous ring. Do I have enough time? Thank you. So the Soul of Gwendoline is an item you are going to need 2 times in a single run, but you know, 57,000 experience really isn't that bad. So I will gladly take that, and nothing bad really comes of it, aside from maybe 1 or 2 minor things, but let's head on over here and examine this very cozy throne room. This is pretty neat. So we have a couple of chests. This one is empty. I think there might be a miracle or something in here if we had missed it at some point in the past, but I'm not entirely sure what. And we've also got ourselves, of more importance, the Sunlight Blade Miracle. Very nice to have, as well as, I think this might be an armor set, no? We get the brass armor. Ooh. Well, let me take a look at this because I don't remember what this stuff particularly is. It's gonna be probably up here. It's a little heavy, but it's got some good resistance. Let me see. So after becoming undead, she visited the Dark Sun Gwendoline at the mausoleum of the Spiral Depths, became a Blade of the Dark Moon, and assumed the Flamekeeping duty. She received this helm, which hides her hideous form and helps her hunt the guilty. This is in regards to the Firekeeper of Anor Londo, the very first NPC we met when we were whisked away from Sen's fortress and made our way here. This is her armor, and it's kind of cool. Which, speaking of, there is one thing that we should probably attend to in that regard. Because there is an... Oops, I guess I still didn't really make another place to do that. I had to warp up to the Chamber of the Princess. As you know, the entirety of the sunlight appeal of Anor Londo is a complete and utter facade. All of this incredible Vibe-ness is completely false, and it's all in the name of the princess. And the second we decide to go against her and all of her ideals, things are going to go terribly wrong for us.
O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
Oh, indeed.
Please, father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. Kingseeker Fremd, the primordial serpent, shall guideth thee.
I haven't seen Framped in like 20 episodes, so thanks for that, I guess.
Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Oh no. Without a single word, and we have truly plunged this area into darkness. So enemy placements will have changed dramatically, and we are going to have some very angry members of the Blades of the Dark Moon on our asses. If there's anybody trying to invade me like I just spent 10 minutes doing, they would be able to fight me here in the name of a spirit of vengeance. And you want to be very careful because we are in a hellhole of sin. And we also have a couple of NPCs that might want to do us. So, you know, let me try this first. Let's see. How does... Oop, that was way over. Clearly not used to that. Oh my god. It's like, are you okay, man? Oh yeah, he's coming. Alright. Good dodging maneuvers, friend. At least I can take you on one at a time. So they got the armor, they got the Balder set. No back shots though. Hello, can I please get my shield up? Thank you. Yeah, I can't get him like that. Kind of a shame. That is a-okay. So those Royal Sentinels are nowhere to be found. We got, oh, big ol' armor man here. Two-handing this. Alright, good for you. Look at that. Sheesh. Are you good? I don't think he is. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Oh, the big old poke. Yeah, he is taking that like nobody's business. All right, sorry. Thought we would maybe get the trade there, but not so much the case. 6,000 experience, even though I think I still have the silver ring on. And we are going to head outside. As you know, things are probably not going to be super great between us and the Firekeeper, whose helm we're wearing an exact duplicate of. And should we approach from down here, it's time for a confrontation against the lady herself, the Firekeeper of Anor Londo. Oh boy, she's mad.
So it was you, was it?
Indeed, it certainly was. You know, let me just go and do this.
But how?
Ooh.
This man is a threat, Master Gwendolyn.
So, once again, the bonfire of Anor Londo will not be able to be accessed ever again, and we get an additional Firekeeper soul for that. It feels a little bad, and I will say, I do kind of dig the way this place looks. It reminds me of like a crisp August night in Seattle back when we used to live down there, or I guess up there, in Texas. But yeah, none of those damn winged gargoyles anymore. It's just pure darkness, and our friend the giant blacksmith, who seemingly knew our friend Guff from the past. I'm assuming it was the same one, but it's been a minute since we've chatted.
What's that? Shiny, shiny. Give me that. I make weapons shiny.
A while ago, we picked up the Crystal Ember, and he apparently knows exactly what to do with this, so sure.
I had shiny, shiny. I make weapons shiny.
Not really worth it to make crystal weapons, but if you want to, then so be it. I don't think he has anything here I need, although I should maybe stock up on some Titanite shards. I might just wait until New Game Plus. In between recording sessions, I did take it upon myself to upgrade every single weapon I need with all of the boss souls that I will ever need, so I don't have to go out of my way for the embers to get them to make this stuff. So let's take a look. We can make the Oh, the Abyss Greatsword with the Soul of Artorias. Nice. We can also make, well, I need the Soul of Gwyn to make the Great Lord Greatsword, but you need a second Soul of Gwyn, which means you need to beat it on New Game Plus at least once and give it to the Warriors of Sunlight for a miracle. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I might end up making the Abyss Greatsword just for that. We have the Manus Catalyst, which I wish you could see what it looks like because it is a very cool looking item. But that's all I can make right now. Huh. Well, that's not good. Tin Dark Moon. So with the Soul of Gwendolyn, I think this is what I meant to make with this. So I will definitely go ahead and do that. And in the name of our friend Artorias, I will also go and make this. Thank you. I still have the Dark Sword for when we come back, make yet another Great Sword of Artorias and then another +10 in my inventory, but we should be set. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate everything you've done for us, and I look forward to the next time we speak.
You come, I forge. We talk. You, good friend. I, very happy.
Oh no, really?
You come.
No.
Get shiny from Duke. Forge, weapon more happy.
No.
Come it soon.
Oh, this sucks. Alright, well, let me take a look. So, oh, I can't make anything with the Izalith Catalyst, but one thing I wanted to make note of, as far as our souls are concerned, apparently the Guardian Soul has no use whatsoever in terms of making a boss weapon. All we have to really do with this is use it, which I feel kind of bad for. Same thing with the Firekeeper Soul, we can only upgrade our Estus Flask to +7, and obviously you can't do it in one playthrough, you do have to go into New Game Plus, but on that note, if you use it on your own, you get, I believe, 5 humanity, so take that how you will. There's one thing left to do here before calling it quits. I am so sorry, friend of Guff, who also, behind him, had the Hawk Ring, which makes us aim even better down the sights of a bow. We're never coming back here again, and I hate it.
Stop that.
I am so sorry. No. Oh, this is the part I hate most about ending the game, is just, we gotta do it for his giant hammer. And very similar to Vamos, we're gonna be passively aggressive towards our souls. Whoops, that was the wrong one. The giant blacksmith forges with this wooden hammer, and it would be hazardous to handle lightning weapons with metals. Alright, well, I guess that one isn't so bad, but it also looks really freaking cool. So with that having been said and done, ladies and gentlemen, our time here is running short, and there's still a few things that I want to do, but that's fine because getting to the final boss is very quick. It is literally a skip, hop, and a jump just to get to the arena, and then the fight itself is maybe a minute long, if we are as good as we say we are. So before ending things off, I do think I'm going to go ahead and open the way forward, and we can do so just by hopping down this crazy abyss, this little hole here, without any regard for our health. Oosh. Really hoping I'm not forgetting anything, but I know we're not going to start here at the Firelink altar in the next part. Let's go ahead and rest at the Lord Vessel and offer all 4 Great Lord souls to the altar. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the way to the kiln of the first flame is finally upon us. We'll get more into what this final area entails in the next part, but join me here as we finish up some things a little too close to home and finish the game for good. Take care, and I hope to see you guys then. Time to pray all my sins away, I fear.